Okay, thank you. Good afternoon. I would like to call our rescheduled special board meeting, Board of Directors meeting to order at 4:30. We are located in the Broadview Municipal Chambers, 2350 South 25th Avenue. A roll call, Ms. Jones?
Here.
Mayor Perry?
I am here.
Ms. Carissa?
Caraco.
Mr. Nozak?
Here.
Okay, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We have no public comment, so we'll get right into item 4, presentation of the minutes of July 22nd, regular board meeting. Mayor Perry, you have any questions or comments about the minutes?
I have nothing.
Trustee Caraco?
None.
Mr. Nozak?
Nope.
Ms. Jones?
None.
I'll motion and second to accept them. I'll motion to accept them.
I'll second.
Okay. Since we are in person, we don't have to do a roll call. We could do all in favor,
We
correct?
just, for contracts and spending money, roll call, everything else can be voice vote.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, the monthly financial reports for September 2021. I know we have a representative from the finance. Can you go to the mic, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. In case you don't know me, I'm Chris Sabinsky. I work with Kelly Sabinsky. I mean, some of you, I see if there's a new board, so you may not know exactly who I am. But I thought I would introduce myself.
Thank you.
Kelly's out of Disney, and I'm subbing for her. So you got your financial stuff. We did finally close the Chase account. Now we moved the money over to the Fifth Third account right now. And we have to figure out if we're going to keep the money there or do we want to move it to the Illinois funds. Currently, Fifth Third Bank, we have earned an interest rate of 0.05%, where Illinois funds is making 0.02%.
Oh, big money.
So, and like I said, from experience, I mean, I don't know if we want to keep the lower one or do we want to just leave it in Fifth Third and maybe invest it in something in Fifth Third, some of it, because currently we have with over $2 million in that account. I mean, our usual monthly expenditures can be anywhere from to $500,000 to $750,000 depending on water bills. So if we want to invest some of those, I could go and get top of Fifth Third and maybe put it in a CD or something to invest that money to make some money on it. Or if you want me to move it to Illinois funds to make it lesser, it's up to the board what you would like to do. At this time, the agency is in line with the revenues. As of August, we should be at 33%. We are behind on the interest income due to the lack of investments. And that with the less investments, it would only make it 0.2% of the $3 million we have in the Illinois funds. We're not making what we budgeted for. Expenditures are approximately at 34%. We're running a little slightly over with the water expenditures. We will keep an eye on, and with the change of the website, with us now adding the website, we changed the website after we approved the budget. So that's why the website's a little over budget. We will keep an eye on the expenditures that are over budget. We have other ones that are going to probably end up being lower. So if we have to, we could, reallocate the money, the expenditures to, we can amend the budget to make changes if necessary.
Okay, so I have a question as it relates to the water infrastructure and the ARP money that's coming down. Have anybody reached out to the agency from Cook County to say that they want to help us with some water infrastructure projects?
Not that we have been, Kelly and I have
Okay.
instructed, but no one has called us regarding it.
And then as it relates to the monies being moved based off percentages for the interest rate, it would be good to have that like in a memo format so that we can see what our options are. Because you're giving us the information now to consider, so can we get like an email from you guys to let us know what our options are, and then we can be ready for the next board meeting to make an,
I can make sure that we have a memo to a breakdown, and something that shows you in,
that'd be
on
fine.
paper for you.
Okay, so thank you, Chris,
No problem.
for your report. So the total bills paid, and I think we need to add this to the agenda, Superintendent Barber and Attorney Jaruzic, what the total bills, the bill amount is for the agenda so that we can be transparent with it. So the total bills for this payables is $542,725.70. Payroll was $13,672.44. Payroll liabilities and taxes, $8,539.59. Accounts payable was $520,513.67. We had no transfer of funds. The check numbers that's in the packet for the board tonight is 16266 through 16294. And if we could just get that on the agenda with the bill payable, just so it's transparent for the, and that is recorded in the minutes for it. But we let Kelly know that I said thank you for this, because this is what we need to see with the payables, because this is something new that we haven't been getting, but we got it this time.
I'm sorry that you weren't receiving this, because I prepare this every month, and I don't know why you weren't receiving it, so I apologize for that.
No worries, but I'm glad that you did, so thank you.
No problem. Paul, did you want something?
Should we actually instruct them to possibly get some possible CD rates for,
Well, they're gonna put it in a memo to give us what our options are.
yeah, no, but
Right,
they have
but
to
do you
go
want
out
us,
and
what he's asking, do you want us to maybe go out and see what the interest rates are, like a CD rates, and then put it in
Absolutely.
memo form and give it to you, and then you can approve it at the next board meeting?
Well, I would just
Is what he's
anticipate
saying.
that
Yeah.
that would be what you would do for us anyway.
Right, exactly. I mean, is there certain banks you want, or is it specific banks?
Whatever we can get the best.
Whichever we.
You
Okay.
guys are the experts, not me.
What do you think about the term of tying up the money?
Wouldn't that be a
6
part
months
of
to a
what they
year?
have to give to us so that we can look at all of those options?
Right, what I'm asking is, how much do you think we could tie up, and for how long? Because obviously, the longer the term, the higher the interest rate.
We won't know that
typically.
until they give us the information that we're asking for.
No, we have to know that in order to seek that
Right.
information.
Because do you want a 12-month one? Do you think, knowing you see the money, do you want like a 12-month
So
interest
I
rate, or do
would
you want
like-
an 18-month, do you want 24 months?
I don't know, but if Paul think we need that, just get that. My whole thing is just give me what my options are, and then I can make a decision based off the options and the money that we have.
Yeah, and I think that you guys could determine our cash flow and
Right,
give us the
right.
best
We can give
options.
Kelly can analyze it, we can analyze it and give you what's your best. We know what you're going to be spending in the next, say, year to
But
2
that's what I
years.
would expect to be in a memo from a finance team to give us, that I shouldn't have to ask for that, because
Right.
we have to make a decision as a board.
Right,
Okay, that's fine with me.
okay, I will make sure that happens for the next board meeting.
Okay, perfect.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so we need a motion and a second to approve the bills.
To accept the finance report, and then on page 2 of the agenda, you'll be revisiting the warrant list or the bills, and then we could just add the check numbers, for that action item
I'll make
under
a
new business.
motion to accept the financials and just updating the agenda to say August financials, it says September.
I need a second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is old business. First item is, old business. The first item is the status report on the expansion of the agency water reservoir capacity at 10th Avenue Pump Station site, and water reservoir project financing from water revenue bonds and refunding of the IEPA loan. Do we have any updates?
Everything that I reported last time, which is everything's in progress. Documents are being prepared, attorneys and the different consultants are looking at them. Beyond that, we are still on track to close around November. If you want me to pull up the bond attorney for a report directly from him, he's available by cell phone. If you're not interested in that, we can move on. But there isn't much more to report other than what I indicated last meeting, and we're still in that same timetable, and things are still being worked on.
Okay, Mary Perry, is there anything that you need before the November close date?
Nothing for me, Paul.
No.
Okay, so I'm good.
No need to bring him on board then.
Yep. Next on the old business is item 2, status report on letter of intent for Housing Forward dated October 16th, 2020 for negotiation of purchase and sale agreement for 1014 to 1020 West Roosevelt Road properties in Broadview.
You know, and as I reported last month, we're still on track to close with Housing Forward on the Roosevelt Road property. I do need to get the 2 liens from Broadview, so I'm going to send a reminder to staff. I'll CC Letisa and the mayor. And with respect to our water tank project, I do have reminder emails out to both the corporation councils for Broadview and Westchester, and I need to get responses back from them. I don't know if those documents are in your queue to be approved, you know, in this month or next month, but I'd like to kind of get status back from staff to know where we are, because on our end, representing your interest, you know, we need to get the ball rolling.
I could update on Westchester. I just had a conversation with our council. It'll be at the next board meeting, the first one in October.
October?
Is
Okay,
that
that's
okay?
good.
Is that okay?
Okay, and then we
Oh,
can,
that's fine, yeah, the
Okay.
timing's fine, because remember, we're gonna issue bonds around Thanksgiving time, the project's gonna be bid. We need to button up the real estate issues. Technically, I'd like to get it done before we break ground, that's all.
Sure.
But no outside agency is forcing us, this is more a housekeeping issue.
okay, I got it,
But
thank
I'd
you.
love to get it wrapped up by the end of the year.
Okay,
Thanks.
well, thank you.
That's all I have.
Okay, item 3, review and acceptance of the annual financial report for the year ended April 30th, 2021, and management letter from Auditor Luderback and Amon LLP.
Where's that?
I thought we did that.
Pre-review and acceptance.
No, not
Is
this.
that right?
It ain't.
Not this year.
No, I got it. Okay, I'm sorry. So that was the last agenda. Item 3 is status report on agency website design and implementation, consideration and approval of agency website design and hosting maintenance vendor, Shooter Booth Computing, and vendor invoice for website design and 1 year of hosting services in the amount of $3,111. A one-time fee for website design costs $2,895. Annual hosting fee $18 per month, $216 per year. I have not seen the agreement. Have you, Attorney Jerusik?
No, I've just seen an invoice. Wes, do you want to kind of report on it? We switched gears on vendors. And we'll bring an agreement back, you know, a more formal agreement at the next meeting, but in anticipation of this meeting, I guess there was a switching of vendors, and so this is a new vendor that staff wants to move forward with. I got the invoice, you know, just prior to the agenda, and so we're presenting the agenda. You know, staff is recommending going with this new IT consultant, and then I'll bring forward a more formal agreement at the next meeting.
Well, I think we was aware that it was an issue with the former website designer, and so my anticipation, Superintendent Barber, is that anytime you want anything approved that holds us liable, you have to bring it before the board so that the mayor and I are able to see what the contract is, and the attorney needs to review it first before asking us to approve anything. So that's the first thing. So I would like to table this matter until the next board meeting.
No issue.
I'm good with that too.
Okay. So do we need a motion and a second to table?
Yeah, a motion, no discussion, just a motion second. There's no discussion on a motion to table, just vote it up, and I'll make sure you have a contract ready for your next board meeting.
Okay.
So moved.
Second?
Just in the list of checks, there was a check that you had for that, so do we not want to?
Yeah, we need to pull the check
Yes.
when we get to the bills.
Okay, I'm just saying.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we need to find out what the check number is.
second page.
1691.
What is it?
16291.
16291.
So we need to pull that one. Okay, we're up on new business for consideration and approval of the August 2021 finance report in an amount of $542,725.70. I am asking for check number 16291 Sabretooth Computing to be pulled in the amount of $3,111, so the total would be different, the amount that's being approved by the board.
What was the check that was pulled?
1629.
And what is the check range?
This check range is 16266, 16294. So the new total amount that's being approved this evening by the board is $539,614.76, $539,614.70. So that's minus the 3111. And that will come out of the accounts payable. So the accounts payable amount is gonna be a different amount as well. Okay, so the bills paid from 8/27 to 9/23 are as follows. Payroll, $13,672.44. Payroll liabilities and taxes, $8,539.59. Accounts payable is now $517,402.67. Transfer of funds is $0. Total bills paid is $539,614.70. The check numbers are 16266 through 16294, with the exception of 16291 to Sabretooth is being pulled until the next board meeting. So I need a motion and a second.
I'll make motion.
Second.
And Mr. Nosek, you have any questions?
Just one on check 16285. It's kind of hard to see. It says, I think it's Sherba.
What is that number?
16285 for $30,979.
Chorba Group Consulting Engineers.
Just, what is that?
Those are the consultants that are helping with the water tank work.
Okay.
They are your primary design engineers,
Okay.
not Hancock, because they're water tank specialists.
Okay.
So this is for the reservoir. You need to see the
Want
invoice?
to see it?
No, I just wasn't sure what it was.
Okay.
So that's all. Thank you.
Any other question, Mr. Nosek?
No, that was it.
Trustee?
No.
Mayor?
I'm good.
Trustee Senior? Ms. Jones? Can we get a roll call, please? Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Senior?
Yes.
Mayor Thompson, yes. Mayor Perry?
Yes.
Trustee Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Nosek?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Superintendent's report.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, good afternoon, sorry. The Kyler Booster Station Communications Project is complete. The water operator job position has been posted. The agency's website is currently being designed. The water reservoir project is in the final stages of planning and will be presented to the board soon. For the month of September, the agency completed a total of 30 Julie locates along with daily maintenance. The station pumped 142,243,000 gallons of water. And that ends my report.
Thank you. Mayor Perry?
I have nothing further, no.
Trustee Corrigan?
Nothing.
Mr. Nosek? Ms. Jones?
No.
Trustee Senior? So I have a couple of questions. So the first one is the completion day, once we get through the agreement stuff, what's the completion date or the target date for the entity to complete the website?
That is 2 to 4 weeks.
Okay,
It could be sooner.
okay. And so, and then my other question is, I noticed that in your report, you didn't talk about the open position. And so for us, I mean, I got the link from you today via email, but we need to have it in a document so that both villages can post it on our websites. We can't post the link on the website. So if you can get us the document or the criteria for the opportunity for the agency, we can help market the position of the water operator.
Okay.
That's needed. And I know a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if it was a couple of weeks ago, but I had recommended that you look into getting an assistant to help you to do the office work, because it's going to be very challenging for you to hold this position and try to manage the administrative role without having an assistant to help. And we could work with the finance team to figure out pay and all of that stuff, but I want you to be successful. And if you have success, we all have success. And you can't do this job without having an assistant, because you're in the field most of the time. So if people are calling the office and you're not responding, or you're responding and you may be in the mix of something, you may forget something that's very important to the agency, and we can't have those types of mistakes taking place in the field when you can get an assistant. So we have to change the shift in the dynamic of what we want, the mayor and I want, as it relates to how you efficiently and effectively run the agency as the superintendent. So don't hesitate to call and let us know what your needs are. We're here to help you and support you, but we can't support you and we have these type of issues, you know, agreements. That's an assistant can help to make sure that you stay on task on what we're asking for and things are not being procrastinated. So look into that, work with Kelly or Chris on what that look like to get even if it's it could be a part-time assistant a couple of days a week just to help with the administrative stuff. Because you're gonna have to have that person to help, even with the as it related to the job opportunities. I know I have recommended that you could either call Ms. Jones, the administrator here, or Mr. Nosak, because they work with HR and personnel all the time to help with that. And we want the best qualified person to be the water operator, but if we're not circulating in our own community, I would prefer it to be someone from our communities to secure the position. But if we don't have the talent, then that's when we outlook that. So if Mayor Perry is circulating it through the residents of Westchester and I'm circulating through the residents of Broadview, we get someone that's homebound to have an option, you know, opportunity to work this type of position. So just make sure that we get the PDF file of the requirement of the position so that we can post it in our job opportunities on our website.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And that's all I have. So thank you.
Okay.
So I don't think we have anything for closed meeting, so I'll call for a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a good night, and thank you guys for accommodating the mayor and I's schedule. We can't be at two places at the same time.